flossing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football.
The good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Waiting! Mike 58, right there. Watch the run, watch the run.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now this time he'll look to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maben.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back to throw. Barnes buying time to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Barnes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
On 3rd down, Barnes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about what the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
To throw again, Barnes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. Past the 20, 10, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
It's hauled in by Doxson. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Barnes. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Operating from the gun. Barnes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A'Shawn Robinson. Too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post. Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Barnes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
56. Mike, 56. Right.
Throwing on third and long. Barnes going up top for Miller. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay, and now it's second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat foot.
The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the gun on third down, Barnes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them. As this
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Roquan Smith. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Come on, fellas.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Barnes steps away to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
Here we go.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, Barnes. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. 2nd and 6. This is caught, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery as the first half is winding down.
What's up?
As the Bears push further out in front, Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
Oh, that's true.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
I just figured I have John Ross of this fucking Bears team, and I never use him. I just figured I have John Ross of this Bears team. Yeah, he was like, I only took him because I needed a salary so I could make the trade work and get the Cincinnati's first.
Now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nope. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And all that work.
So fumble on a punt return and take that for a touchdown.
That's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
So
the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Barnes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23.
Because he might be there.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards the pickup there. Back to throw. Barnes. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the
I don't
receiver.
know shit about
In this
volleyball.
case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably
Thinks
about
that's Spike.
3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So we can look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be
I don't know shit about. I don't know shit about that sport, so I would not do that. I also hate losing, so I wouldn't want to be on a shitty team.
Punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a competitive.
Oh, a fucking face mask and a sack in the back. Get the fuck out of here.
Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Oh, it's holding. Never mind. Wow. What?
So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any
That was a
game
face mask
play,
animation I've ever
but
seen
you gotta
one.
consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it for it.
Oh yeah, he took him. He took him, and they called it holding.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
Okay.
And now will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
What's up?
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me.
Oh, really?
To the airport, the road to be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident
I would've
right
guessed
there.
that.
It looks like a simple pitch and catch.
Said I don't think that's what I would have guessed.
That they
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devon Kennard gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Not.
4-yard pickup. That gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
Jesus.
56, 56, check, 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barnes.
The serial killer one?
This time, we'll go out to the
Yeah,
42
I know. I saw that too. That looks good.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But
I like
this
the.
is not
I
the
watched that
offense that's
series.
gonna wave the white flag.
The series you
They're
told me
gonna
with that
keep
guy in it.
chucking it. And this time, it
On
resulted
Amazon.
in an interception.
I liked it.
Now Stafford.
They did good together. Those two.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Check, 59. Here we go, here we go.
Stafford on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Roquan Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Johnson. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Back to throw, Stafford. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Tennessee got their ass beat.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't
Didn't
it?
Tennessee play Florida today?
Really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
11.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
It's Shane Goss.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through
Dude,
the
they beat the
contact.
shit. Michigan
Brings up
sucks,
second
dude.
down. So now 2nd and 10
I hope-
after the incompletion on first down.
I hope Georgia beats Notre Dame tonight.
On
Sets up
second
that
down,
fucking noise.
Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet
Just
train,
no
wasn't it?
mercy.
I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
He's got his tight end, Burton. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for
What?
the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Justin
That's
Fields had a
another big
fucking
time
day today.
run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Check three, check three, check three. Right slow. Drive on. Yo, hey, I need one over here. I need one over here. 51's in my hot seat. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Yes, they did.
51's mine.
To throw again, Barnes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw. But the
Oh, did they win that game
came at
finally?
the exact time he was reaching to bring
Damn.
in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw on third down, Barnes. And that is caught.
Oh, it's caught.
Touchdown, Bears. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
But
one of our
she's
guys.
singing, too.
No, she's singing.
She's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. Right side, it's the
it's a pick
tight
six.
end,
What about
Hockenson.
that?
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay.
Oh, shit.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Defensively, I know they
Oh,
have
they
a
came back?
comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. Kendrick Bourne.
Did you play your game in a 3-man yet? Because I'm advancing that shit.
And the Lions gain a bit of
So did you play your game in a 3-man yet? Because I'm going to advance that shit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
God damn.
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Damn, UC. Holy shit. UCF came back?
I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
What a game.
And it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Extra point good by Prater as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just
UCF should be in bowl games.
In the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that?
Game over.
Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
Yeah, you see his fucking
That's
stats.
always puzzled me a little bit.
On third down, Barnes. Throw left side.
What the fuck's the penalty?
That's Hall. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the
I'm not
field.
sure how I get a holding on the fucking offense
That's a good chunk of
when I
yardage.
throw the
It's gonna
ball
be
in 2
canceled
seconds.
out.
And we always talk
What
about
the
hidden
fuck?
yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On first down, Stafford here. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Hit one.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Stafford now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think
The
you can see it totally in
Chosen.
their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten
Yeah.
right from the word go.
What a douche.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
Because you won
So
every
what?
game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to to go back to those
Isn't that late
memories,
in
but,
our league?
you know, when I was calling college football,
Why?
I saw a game that, you know, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Holding offense.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the
Who's
one
that?
at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Barnes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Looking to throw. Barnes. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play.
Yeah, that's their first loss since 2016.
If there's contact coming from both sides, no
UCF.
flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They would have got
The
smoked.
shotgun snap for Stafford. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Stafford.
Time to give a little credit.
Oh, wow.
That
Really?
was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make some.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now it's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. But, Charles, it's one thing to